on that, not the last one, but the one before.
Yeah.
Said you cut the corner. Do you have a reference point for turning right and not cutting the corner?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by cutting the corner?
Yeah, I kind of apexed it, didn't I?
Yeah. And what's the consequences of cutting the corner like that?
I don't know.
Well, you'll be on the wrong side of the road. So any cars approaching, you'll be causing an obstruction to them.
Oh, right.
So it's important that we don't cut the corner when we're turning right there.
I got around the corner a lot quicker, didn't I?
Yeah, well, but then you didn't have time to look into the road. You didn't have time to react if there was somebody, because pedestrians cross at the end of roads, remember? There could have been a pedestrian crossing, there could have been a car coming out the driveway.
I get it, yeah.
So if you cut the corner and you've got a pedestrian or a car coming towards you, you're going to cause an obstruction. But saying that, sometimes you do have to cut the corner because there could be an obstruction parked on the road. So if you see that, that's why it's important that before we turn, we look into the road. If there was an obstruction on the left parked up, for instance, you'd have to take the turn in sooner, but you'd have to look into the road to make sure there wasn't anything coming up.
Oh, right.
So
I suppose by cutting the corner like I did there, okay, I got around the corner quicker, but it gave me less time to react if anything.
we should come up the road. Yeah, and by not cutting the corner, you take the corner slower as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, because.
Okay. So what we'll do then, we'll carry on as normal, and then I'll talk you through the next one so that you don't cut the corner.
All right.
And then pick up a reference point for you.
Turn right.
And take next turn on the right, Tony, but don't steer till I say so. So again, and move forward just a touch, and stop there. Where does that white line come into the car?
Oh, just underneath that mirror.
And that's a reference point for
turning,
for not cutting the corner.
All right, yeah.
Okay. And what's the consequences of cutting the corner?
Oh, I could meet a vehicle in the corner, and plus it means that I'm coming into the corner too fast.
Yeah, but sometimes we do have to cut the corner.
And we're going to turn left.
I'm going to take the next turn, the end of the road, we're going to turn left. So I'll talk you through the next one, and then I'll leave you to do it on your own, and I'll just watch you and see where you go. Otherwise, you're doing very well though. Your speed's very good. You're checking your mirrors. Your signal's good.
Yeah, I do behave myself sometimes.
Did your instructor not give you reference points at all?
He did, yeah, but I haven't had lessons for a couple of weeks, so.
Well, hopefully we'll just refresh your memory then.
Yeah. And we're going to turn right in the roundabout.
At the roundabout, we're going to turn right.
At the end of the road, we're going to be turning left.
At the end of the road, we're going to turn left.
next turning to the right.
Going to take the next turning on the right there, Tony. So remember, we've got these reference points to look out for. So just go edge forward, just some more, a bit more, until that's...
Oh yeah, it's underneath the door, Marie.
That's it, okay, so turn right.
Oh.
That's good. So I'll just watch you on the next one.
Yeah, I've got the hang of that now.
Yeah, I think you're doing very well, actually. Can I come out and roll a second?
Turn left at the end, please.
The end of the road, we're going to be turning left next time.
Roundabout, we're going to be turning right.
Roundabout, we're going to be turning right.
Take the next turning to the right, please.
Take the next turning to the right, Tony. So will you talk me through your routine, your sequence for turning right, and show me where that reference point is?
That's where it was the last time now.
Yeah, good, well done. I'll leave that to you now. I'm happy with your not cutting the corner now. Just to recap, why is it important we don't cut the corner?
Oh, because I don't want to interfere with cars in the road. By cutting the corner, it encouraged me to go into the corner too fast, didn't it?
Good, excellent. I'll leave that to you then. Okay with your mirrors there. Obviously forgotten again. Why is it important we check our left door mirror?
I can't remember now.
We've got cyclists coming up on the left. We're turning left. So what are the consequences?
I don't remember now.
Well, if you had a cyclist coming up on our left and we're turning left and you don't check your left door mirror, don't forget they can be doing 40 miles an hour. We turn left, they'll smack straight into us. So when we're turning left, we check our interior mirror because that gives us a true picture, and our left door mirror for anything coming up on our left.
All right.
Okay, I'll watch you on the next turn to make sure you do that. up. We're turning left. Something could be overtaking us. And if there were something overtaking us, we would let them go, because that's safest.
Why is it safest?
Because if something's overtaking us, there could be a car coming in the other direction. If you don't slow down and let them go, you could end up having a collision.
Right.
So it's important that you check your right door mirror to see if anything is coming up on that right. Usually a motorcycle, if it's a wider road, it could be a car.
Right.
So what mirrors, if we're turning right, what mirrors do we check?
Interior mirror and right hand door mirror.
Good. If we're turning left, what mirrors do we check?
Inside out, so interior mirror, left hand door mirror.
And why are we checking the left door mirror?
Cyclists.
Good, excellent, well done.
And we're going to turn left.
We'll take the next turn on the left, please, Tony. So what mirrors are you checking? Oh, sorry. Turning right, yes. What mirrors are we checking?
No, interior and right hand door.
Good. And you didn't cut the corner, well done. Okay, I'm happy with your mirrors.
We're going to turn left.
We'll turn left here, please.
Sorry, the road just bears round to the left.
So I'm happy with your mirrors now, so I'll leave that to you. I'll just keep an eye on you.
Turn right.
You take the next turning on the right, please. Oh, and you took that turning too fast. If you can pull up somewhere safe, legal and convenient, please, Tony. Yeah, good to turn the engine up. What speed should you have been doing around that corner?
About 10 mile an hour, I suppose.
Yeah, we were doing about 20, weren't we? So what speed? So you should have been doing 10 miles an hour. So what would be the consequences of you taking that turning so fast?
I frightened you there, didn't I?
You frightened me, certainly did. And you'd have frightened any pedestrians just about to cross the road there as well,
I think
wouldn't
I
you?
frightened myself as well.
Yeah, so, well, you know, what... so how can you judge what a safe speed would be?
I should be able to stop in a distance I can see to be clear.
To be clear, exactly. And you couldn't see round that corner because you took it too fast.
Right.
Yeah. So if we're taking the turning too fast, you haven't got time to react. If there was a kid in the road or a car pulled out of a driveway, you wouldn't have had time to react, would you? You would have hit them.
Right.
So you need to be, when we're taking the corner, you need to be able to look into the road, look, assess, decide and act, basically.
Oh, right.
So you need to look, assess the situation, decide and act. And the only way you can do that is if you take the turning at a speed to be able to do that.
Right.
By taking it too fast like that, And if a kiddie had come out into the road, you would have hit them
All right.
and probably killed them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't do that, do I?
No. So start the car up in your normal manner, and we'll check next time we take a turning. I want to see you take that turn no more than 5 miles an hour.
What, every turning at 5 mile an hour?
No, sorry, that was quite an open one. You could be in second gear about 10 miles an hour, but no more than that. If it was a closed or tight turning, then 5 miles an hour.
So, I won't take anything than 20 then, yeah?
It depends on the turning. Sorry.
No, I wouldn't take any at 20, would I?
No.
So if it's an open junction, I can take it at about 10?
Yeah, at 10 miles an hour, as long as it's open enough for you to look into the road. If not, then you have to come down to slow man's walking pace. Because you need to be able to look into the road.
We're going to turn right.
Turn right at the end of the road, please. To make sure that there's no pedestrians or cars there. There could have been a car coming up that you hadn't seen. Or pedestrian in the road that you hadn't seen.
Alright.
So if you take it at 10 miles an hour or maybe 5 miles an hour, depending on the road, it gives you a chance to look into the road to make sure it's clear. You don't want to fail your test next week, do you?
No,
And you want to be a safe driver.
I do.
People start calling you a boy racer, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I do already. You should see me on my bike. Take the second turning to the right, this being the first one.
Let's take the second turn to the right, this being the first one. Please turn in. So what speed are you going to take this turning as?
I'm going to bring it right down because it'll take about 10 mile an hour.
Yeah. And then look up the corner. Much better. See, you've got time to look into the road, react if there was a problem. So I'll watch you on the next one.
Right, I'm going to take the next turning to the left.
I'm going to take the next turning to the left, please. And what speed you're going to be taking around here? Can you look into the road?
Yeah, about 10 mile an hour.
Yep. You can drop it even down a little bit.
I can see where that's going right
That's
there.
fine, yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm happy with your speed going round corners now, Tony. I'll leave that with you. I'll just keep an eye on you.
Okay, if you get me to find a safe, legal and convenient stopping place on the left.
If you can find somewhere safe, legal and convenient on the left, we'd be happy to leave it overnight. Thank you.
Okay.
So do you have any questions?
No, I think that was all quite clear, really.
Yeah. Well, I think you did very well. We sorted out a few problems that you had. And if you carry on driving in that manner, I don't see why you shouldn't have any problems
Yeah,
with
let
your
me see what
test
I learned
next
today.
week.
What did I learn today?
Yeah, what did you learn today?
By cutting right-hand corners.
Mm-hmm. When to and not to.
Yeah. And coasting.
Coasting.
That if I coast into a corner going downhill or on the flat, it's going to come in a lot faster
Yeah.
and probably make me go wide.
Yeah.
And if I coast going up a hill like I tried to on that left-hand turn, the car's going to come to a stop and I might even roll back.
Yeah.
And my speed and approach.
Yeah.
If I can't see into the road, I've got to get down to 5 mile an hour, all man's walking pace.
Good.
And slip it in the first gear. And if it's more of an open turning, I can bring my speed down to about 10 mile an hour and take it in second gear.
And if you're turning right, what mirrors do we check?
Interior mirror, right hand door mirror.
And what are we looking for?
I'm looking for distance to speed behind and the motorbike or car that might be overtaking me.
Excellent. And what about when we're turning left?
Again, interior mirror for distance to speed.
Mm-hmm.
And the left hand mirror for the cyclist that might be overtaking me.
Good, well done. I feel learning's taken place today.
Yeah, so do I.
Excellent.
Right, you'd have passed, didn't you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would I?
I probably marked it as a 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Why do you sound so surprised?
I don't know. Well, I don't think I was, but I thought I did all right, actually.
Yeah. Did you spot all the faults?
I don't know.
No, you didn't actually spot all of them. You actually missed the first couple of coasts. You missed the first coast, and they accused me of a mirror fault that I didn't make.
All right.
But then you corrected that on the next one, and then you spotted the coasting, and you sorted it. So you saw it, you said it, and you sorted it, and then you sorted out my
Speed.
cutting the corner.
And cutting the corner.
Yeah. Even though just shortly before that we had somebody cut a corner on us. But obviously I'm not going to relate that to the...
Could I have been proactive on you cutting the corner?
It's very hard to stop cutting the corner, isn't it? Very hard.
Because I could see you're about to do it, but it's just like a split second, isn't it?
Well, once I've started to turn them wheels...
It's too late to stop you.
Yeah. I'm going to carry on anyway, even if you have spotted it. It's very hard to be proactive on cutting the corner.
Because if I say don't cut the corner, I'm over instructing.
Yeah. I made the corner cut very early, so therefore you didn't really have a lot of opportunity to do anything about it. You know, so in my opinion, you couldn't have stopped me cutting the corner.
And what about your speed? Because obviously I felt your speed coming up. Could I have, said cover the brake straight away, maybe, before I pointed out the speed? Because if there was a pedestrian and you were a real learner, should I have said cover the brake straight away?
You could have been a little bit more proactive on the one that took a 20 mile an hour, which is the right hand turn I took. The turning was coming up. You give me the instruction to turn right, and you didn't see any speed coming down. So you did have time to be a bit proactive there. But you spotted it and you sorted it. If you'd have if you'd been a bit more proactive on that one, and you hadn't accused me of doing the wrong mirrors, which I felt I was going to burst into tears over.
So sorry.
And spotted it was coasting on the first left-hand corner, then you'd be looking at a very high 5 and maybe touching on a 6.
Cool.
But in my opinion, you sorted well over 85% of it there. You spotted it and you sorted it. So therefore, the SE has to mark it as he sees it. And I thought that was really good. Yeah. And it should be a good confidence boost to you.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there anything you felt you want to add, or?
No.
Is there anything you feel that you would have done different the next time?
Watch you earlier, so I won't accuse you of not checking your mirrors.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean that was right at the beginning, so.
And obviously watch your head, hands, feet.
Yeah, I did actually do the right mirrors in that first one, believe it or not.
Yeah.
was a left-hand turn.
Yeah.
And I did do interior mirror, left-hand door mirror.
I obviously left it too late to watch you because you'd done it and then I hadn't looked at you, so I thought you hadn't done it.
Yeah, so I got down in second gear. So you were looking for a fault, and you decided that it was going to be a mirror fault. But as you were actually talking to me about the mirrors, I still had the clutch down.
Yeah. So if I'd shut my mouth, I'd been watching your feet.
Right, I'll pause that there.